Season 4, Episode 24, Shooting Stars. I have 4 what I call shooting stars. And if you have ever dealt with these things, you know how difficult and bothersome it can be, because each of them have got 9 strands coming out of the star. And when they get tangled up, it's a pain, you know where, to detangle them. Anyways, I got them lined up on my back fence. I've got 4 of them. This first one here is just a clear blinker. The second one is a multi-blinker. This third one is also just like the second one, a multi-blinker. And then the last one down here is like the first one, a clear blinker. Next, I'll show you where I'm planning to put these 4 stars. Right at this peak is where I'm going to put one of the clear blinkers. Right up there, that ridge, in the center of that ridge, I'm going to put one of the multi-blinkers. And right here in my garden, front garden here, I used to have a fountain right in there, but the fountain is broken, so I threw it out. So right where this flagpole stand is, that's where I'm going to put this second multi. The second clear is going to go, as you can see, this is where my choo-choo train is, if you're familiar with that. So my second clear blinker is going to go right in this peak right here, overlooking the choo-choo train, right there. At my front door this morning, I also put up my front door Christmas tree and also my Christmas wreath. Them I just put up this morning. I'll put them on tonight and we see what they look like when it gets dark. It is now 11:58 a.m. Today is Wednesday, November 5th. I'm hoping to put up these 4 shooting stars before this day's out, so I can see what they look like in the dark. Stay tuned. Okay, shooting star number 1 is up, the one in my front garden. It's up there. To put the star in the pole, metal pole that I have, I use a piece of, maybe it's a 2-foot piece of rebar, maybe it's a 1/2 inch. And then all I did was use some zip tie to it, stick it in the hole in that metal rod that I've had. And it's a nice height. And it's working so far so good. On to the next one. The other 3 is going to go on the roof. In previous years, what I do is I put some clips like this one right here. I just shove it right under the end of the asphalt shingle on the roof to keep them spread out so that it depicts the shooting star feature. When I run out of those, I use these. Anything that can just easily slide onto the end of the shingle. This year, though, I'm planning to make it simpler for me, use these weights. I bought them at Home Depot. You go in the fishing department. This is a 4-pack and they weigh 1/2 ounce. And it's for fishing. But I'm going to experiment around with it. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try it out. The drawback here is that they are round. So when the wind blows, they probably will roll with the wind. I don't know. I won't know until I try them. If they work well, all I have to do is just put them down, the weight, keep them down by gravity. If after a day or so it rolls out of the place, then I'm going to have to go up there and redo them with the clips that I have here. Those I know works well because I've used them several times. We'll see. Getting ready to go on the roof to put up this multicolored one. If you have ever had to deal with these things, you know there are 9 strands that come out of there and it can be bothersome. They tangle up. So what I have done is just use a zip tie and fold them all up. Just wrap them around my hand, and that will keep them at bay until you're ready to put them up there. Because I'm going to put this on over the spine of the house, it is very light. So what I have done is I put a piece of rebar as a counterweight to keep this in place, and so that it doesn't fall off. I have put the lead sinkers, fishing sinkers on them. I'm going to try it. I don't think it's going to work because I forget that I need to get these things stretched out, and this is not going to work. But I'm bringing the things to put under the shingles once I put the weight down and see how it goes. All right, I'm going up. This is what it looks like while I'm on top of the roof. So I've put out the first one over there. These other ones just stay right where they are because I've coiled them up. All I got to do is just stretch them out. You got to remember here, cutting pliers. Now I'm saying that the star is going to be right there on the peak. So right there, that weight from that piece of rebar will keep it in place. So that's what I mean by a counterweight. That star will remain right there because of the weight down there. All right, so I'm going to put out the others. I'll be right back. So far, so good. The sinkers are working just fine. I got it laid out. And this star up there, kind of weight holding. So far, so good. Okay, one down, two to go up here. Okay, the second one on the roof is laid out. Only need to get power. The second one is laid out. I'm gonna get the third one, get some power to them, and then I'll be done for today. It is nighttime, and this is the first shooting star I put up on the roof. Shooting star number 1. And this is number 2. And then the one on the roof. I gotta go on the street. And this is my Christmas tree. And my Christmas wreath. That's a shooting star on the front of the house. Then this is the one above the choo-choo train. Back up a little.